Hello everyone, I'm DeFudge3004. Welcome back to Planet Crafter. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. I always enjoy hanging out with you, so sit back, relax, enjoy the video. Let's get into some gaming. So, we are going to say goodbye to our creatures here for a little while we go to another place. And we are going to go to another planet or a moon or whatever, and we're going to go see if we can go do some things. So in the last episode I had loaded up a bunch of food and water and stuff like that, and right now what I'm going to do is go over what I'm going to take right now. So I've been doing a little bit of research for where we're going to be going, and I want to show you. So in here, I have, of course, a little bit of food. We want to, take food. And I'm taking enough stuff for a habitat, so that way we can set up a habitat there. We do have some space food. I might just drop these space foods and then just take these. And we have enough stuff for a food grower, which is good. And that's going to help out quite a bit. Let me just make sure that everything is good for there. So with the food grower, since I made everything visible for the lower tiers, we have to go find it again. It should be down here. In any case, I'll find those in a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take enough stuff for a tier 2 nuclear reactor. So we have that because that's going to help out. That's going to give us the power we need at 331. We need that because we are going to build another one of the ships here, the extraction platforms, which takes 265. And I also want to take something else, which is going to help us too, and that is the recycler. So we're going to be taking that as well. And I see the food growers now. I do have the super alloy on the ship and all that, and the microchip, deconstructors. And then we're going to take this tier 2 food grower. So yes, we have everything that we need. And that's good. That should be good enough. So that's these three things with the water. I am going to drop these 2 food. We don't need to take those. There's plenty of food on there. And then we are going to head out. Now I'm going to go over things real quick here. I am going to take, like I said, not a lot of food because we just don't really need to take that much food. We will be okay. We can always, get that growing, hopefully pretty quick, and that's good. So let's just drop that. And before we go, I want to go over this real quick here again one more time. So this is the map that we have, and then of course we already have a world started on this one, on toxicity. We have that world started already. I'm not going to go to this one on here. We'll worry about that later. And we already have a Selenia that we're doing pretty good on, and a Humble that we're doing decently good on too. So Aqualis, whatever its name is, I'm going to call it Aqualis, is the one that we're going to go to. And this is where we have to go. There's limited resources and stuff. Moon covered water. Resources are scarce and mostly organic. No human traces detected. So that's where we're going to go. And let's go ahead and see if we can get to Aqualis and go see what we can get set up. It'd be good if we could find some land or something pretty quick, but we'll know soon enough. We'll get one of these guys here set up too. And I do have everything. Let me just go and take that off again. Do have everything available so that way I can set that up. That is on my person, and then we'll be able to do that. We will need the power first, and that's very important. So everything should be on me for that as well. Let's go ahead and let's get in our ship. I've never done this part before, so this is all new for me. And I'm also taking enough stuff for a recycler, as I said, so that way just in case we find things, because apparently there may be a lot of things that we just don't know about. And then we will have to see about some other things after a little while. So we will be back, Prime. We'll be back, guys. We'll come back to feed you from time to time. We will. And let's go ahead. Let's go and show the interface. And we are going to go to a planet Aqualis. Go on a nearby planet. I haven't clicked on this before, so I'm reading this just now with you. If you choose to explore another planet, you'll leave this planet with only content of your backpack and the container and the travel rocket. You'll land on a barren planet and you'll have to build another rocket to come back. So you should really plan ahead and at least take resources to be able to survive and build another departure platform and travel rocket. I forgot about the travel rocket. Q. What is that travel rocket going to take? I forgot about that part. Let's go interplanetary. Oh, we need a lot of stuff. I'm going to have another energy multiplier and another fusion energy cell. So what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to take off what food I can off of here. And I'm going to take, of course, this oxygen and stuff. Let's just go ahead and take some stuff out of here. That way we have room. And let's put this food away. We're going to be able to grow food soon. Let's go get this guy ready here. The interplanetary travel rocket. We'll pin him. We will go get the rest of that stuff. I totally forgot all about that rocket. Doggone it. I don't know why it won't let me do that, but sometimes it just does not let me go all the way down. So, this is going to be fun. It's a good thing that I did double check that because I completely forgot about that. Then we would be stuck. We're going to do that. Let's go see. We do have some of the solar quartz, so I'm not too worried about that. We're going to have to get the cells going. Let's go see what that is going to take because I don't remember. We need another cell, so we need 2 more of these. So we'll have to get a bunch of pulsar, osmium, and obsidian. I've already got these made now, the fusion energy cells. So, and I put them on the ship. Let's go ahead and let's go over here. I have everything on me now that we need. It's a good thing it did say something about the rocket because I completely, totally forgot. And that's good. We're not going to go home, but we are going to do the interplanetary travel one. I have the rocket engine and stuff on here, so I have that. Here's 3 of those. We're going to need 1 of those for the platform anyway, and then the other stuff for the platform here. So now we should be pretty much ready to go. And of course we're going to need that for the reactor, so that way we have that. That's good. That's going to help. And I'm not going to do this one because it's just way too much stuff to try to carry, but this one isn't too terribly bad. 1 more slot, I know, but still. And of course the food grower, so that way we have that. Everything is now ready to go as far as I know. And let's go ahead and let's head over there and let's go to Aqualis. Hopefully we have everything, and if we don't, then I guess we are going to be a hurting unit. Let's go ahead and get this going. Are you really ready to leave this planet? You won't be able to come back unless you build an extraction platform on the destination planet. Yes. Okay, well, ooh, how do you like that? That's cool looking. Looks like there are some resources. That's good. Looks like there's all kinds of stuff here too. I have no idea. Phosphorus. Ah, this is where we find phosphorus. Yay, because we did find that on something that we broke down. I just don't remember what that is. Okay. We need to get a few things set up. I think this is going to be as good of a place as any. So, what I'm going to do is probably over here. I am going to go to Q. And I am going to go ahead and start getting a few things set up. Over here by this rock. Let's do it by this rock. I think this would be a good place. Okay, power is now restored. That way we have that there, and then we will go to here. Let's get everything that we need. We need the energy cell for the platform. Let's go ahead and grab that. The oxygen is going down. That's something we are going to have to think about. So it's just like, you know, when we crash landed originally. Let's grab that. So we have that. Let's go set that up. We're going to set that up somewhat close over to here. Or so I'm hoping. And let's go see if we can. Okay, we have this now. And maybe what I can do, I don't know if it's going to let me or not, but if I can do it, I like to set that up here. Let me just go ahead and see if I can. Maybe it's just too far away, huh? There's stuff there, so that's going to be a problem. So I want to make sure that we can. We might actually have to set it up down here, but we will see. Okay. That rock is right in the way. Boy, there is not a lot of room to set this thing up, is there? It is not liking me to set that up. Maybe it won't let me set it up over there. For whatever reason, I don't know why. Oh, I know why. You don't have that. There we go. Okay, now maybe we can set that up here, huh? You have all the right stuff. That does make a huge difference, you know? We should think about that stuff, to fudge. Okay, let's now try to do this again. There we go. Maybe something like that. So that way we can get up on him. I just gotta make sure he's facing the right way. That's what I want to do. And that's gonna be about the best we're gonna be able to do. Okay. So. Looks like we have things crashing down into the water. We do gotta watch our oxygen. We don't have anything going on here. And of course, we don't have anything going on. And that's going to be one of the worst things. Let's set up our food grower too. We're going to have to build the place. Get that done. Luckily, we do have everything that we need. Just going to go and take all of this stuff, and then we'll set up our food grower. Okay, we need that for the rocket. Now, should be stuff in the water. We're gonna have to go look and see. Let's go set up a place first, because we're gonna have to do that for sure. And I'm gonna put that maybe semi closer to over here, and then we'll just plan on starting a base. Put that right there. Put it on the door. Okay, we now have oxygen and everything else. We have a good place to be. I don't know what's in the water. We're going to have to go see, but let's also go see about setting up our food grower so we have that. We need super alloy. And we should be doing somewhat decently again. Okay, and then we'll set up that rocket. That way we can go if we need to. Alright. And let's just go ahead and do this. I'm hoping everything will be okay, but we will find out as we go, and hopefully we'll still be able to do good. Let's just go ahead and do that, and then we are going to put the beans in there, and then we'll be able to grow that. Alright, I do know stuff was in the water, but I don't know exactly where at in the water. Let's just go ahead and do a little checking around to see. Good thing is we have plenty of water to drink, so I may not need any of that other, you know, water that we brought. I guess I didn't think about that, and that looks very deep. Holy moly, that is deep. Well, let's go gather up this stuff. Since there's a lot here, we are going to be needing these supplies, of that I am sure. So welcome to Aqualis. I guess that's what you call it. And then we'll start setting up a base. Or, you know, a chest and all of that kind of stuff soon as we can. We're definitely going to have to. That much is for sure. Alright, let's go up. Alright. Have a little bit started, I guess. So I know we're on the other side over here. Let's go see if we can set up a chest and start getting stuff collected, and then we can begin moving on. We'll set up one of those crafters also. Not that we need one, but you never know. We may need something like that. Let's just go and set up a small storage chest for right now. And then we'll set one up later for a bigger one. Maybe I'll just snug that right up against there. Now that we have as much room as possible, and that's going to help. Okay. Cool. Now, I don't know if there's actually much anymore. What the heck? Open clam. Ooh, nice. Good stuff, huh? Cool. So we found some good things. I didn't know anything about the clams. That's cool. Ooh, at least we found some good zeolite. Oh, holy moly. These clams carry good stuff. We have to grow ourselves some clams, apparently, huh? Sweet. Now we're going to have enough zeolite and everything. And, of course, the aluminum is always very important. Okay, we're already going to have to go find some more resources to set up a chest. We will gather up the phosphorus and all of that. But right now, I just really want to go see what we can do. I want to gather up the rest of that stuff in the water. Let's go see if we can find that, huh? We have some room. Looks like there's something over there, too. We're going to have to go check out a whole bunch of stuff here. But for right now, I don't know exactly what all we're going to be able to do. Ooh, look, aluminum. Okay, we are now full. But we did get a little bit of aluminum and some iron, and that's good. And looks like there is definitely something down there. I guess it's part of that ring that goes around the planet, isn't it? All right, well, we are on Aqualis. We made it here. This is very interesting. It's water. A lot of water. A lot of water. But we also do... Wow, look at that's cool. We do have to... wonder if that's a prime. Kind of looks like it. Maybe. I don't know. We do have to get things set up for sure, and we're going to have to move along pretty good if we're going to, you know, be successful here. But at least with the food, that does help, and that should actually... We actually have 3 iron on us. Sweet. Well, I'm going to say to go ahead and just set up a big chest. That way we have that, and we don't have to worry about it. I'll worry about setting up, you know, the big things or whatever later. I'm not going to get too terribly worried about that right now. This way we have plenty of room for everything that we should need. Okay. And let's go see about setting up that rock. I want to make sure that we have that because that's going to be very important. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go look at the rocket thing first. We have to make sure that we do that. That much is 100% certain. Hopefully we won't crash land on the planet. We might end up on one of these places again. I don't know. I've never done this before, so this is going to be new. Okay. We need the energy multiplier. Did I may be screwed hard. If I don't have one of those, we will see. I thought I grabbed a second one, but maybe I didn't. And if I didn't, then we are going to be a hurting unit. So we can't make those, and I don't remember seeing one, so I guess we are stuck. Well, that's wonderful. I didn't plan very well, did I? Well, we're going to have to find some energy multipliers somewhere. I thought I grabbed enough of that stuff, but I did not plan well. But I guess we will take what we can. And as far as I know, we cannot actually make those. But that doesn't mean that we can't set up a warp portal to find them eventually when we get that far. So I messed up, and that's okay. That does happen. This is just going to be a lot harder start than what I was hoping for. So we can't get back without that energy fuse, unless of course that was in there, but I don't think so. Doggone it. missed one thing, one little tiny aspect, and that was it. That was the end of that. Okay, well, it's kind of a little bit of a rough start, I do gotta say. Thank you for choosing the highly experimental Better Life program by continuing to terraform planets and moons near your designated planet. You increase the administration's leniency towards your case. Additionally, you help Sentinel corporations support other planet crafters by furthering our knowledge of terraforming techniques. We will automatically unlock new technologies as you advance in this process. Okay. We need to see about getting anything else set up that we can. And an advanced craft station I don't think is going to help us. But we're definitely going to have to get stuff set up. So that's going to be one of the hard parts. We're going to have to probably expand our base. So I am going to start working on that. In the meantime, I will catch up to you once we do have something else going. Well, so far I have a little bit of a place set up. It's not a lot like I was hoping, but it is some. And I kind of came across a little problem, so I'm going to have to get a solution, and I think I know how I'm going to do it. It's just going to be a little bit. Right now, I just need to get a bunch of this stuff. So I'll tell you about my dilemma here in a minute. Let me go gather stuff that I need, because we're going to need it anyway. And let's go ahead and gather up all that we can, and then I'll go over my dilemma and how I'm going to fix it. So I've collected as much as I can right now. I do have a little bit of place set up. I do have a couple of the drillers, the small ones, because I can't make much more. I had to put in another one of these for energy. So this isn't going to cut it. I can take this out, but I'm still stuck with one energy multiplier fuse. So that's going to be one of the biggest problems, and I didn't plan very well. In the meantime, I did look to see if there's a way to get ice on here. I don't know if there's ice locations or not. I will have to look, but there is a solution to getting ice eventually. Right now, what we can do is we gotta wait for a while. So I can make one of these, but I can't build it before 875, and that's gonna be a long time away. I can't do anything about it because it just won't let me, so I can probably get out everything. I just don't know if it's going to do any good, because it's just not going to happen. So let me go and pin this, and I'll see about getting out whatever it is that I need. I don't think it's actually going to let me, because I think it has to, you know, not be this way, but we will again see. I do know there has been super alloy in some of the clams, so if I can find some of that, then I have looked in some of the clams. If I can find some of that, that would help, and then we can set that potentially up. But again, I don't think it's going to do anything, just because it's too early in the game, if you know what I mean. So let me go see. There are clams like in a lot of places, which is the one good part. The one bad part is trying to do anything before it's ready. I don't think it's going to happen. So we probably got to wait till 875, whenever that is. I'm going to have to just do pretty much heat and pressure, because I have no way to get flowers, and I have no way to do any of that. There's not much I can really do, because I am just in a bad way right now. And let me go see. I have everything here. And it will not let me put this in. Possible to build until you've reached 875. So I can't even put that in. That's the whole trick part is there's nothing that I can really do right now. So, you know, I am at an impasse right at this current time until I can get that stuff done, and I don't know when that's going to be. If I wouldn't have messed up and forgotten that, I will see what I can do to fix it, but I don't know if there's anything that I can do. I have to wait to see if I can find any place out there that's going to have things. Let me just go ahead and go a little ways. I have been to a few places. Let me go out. I've been to those islands, not all of them, but let's go back over to those islands. I do have oxygen that I can use if need be. And let's look around. Maybe there's a chest or something. The chests are going to be low level, but if there's a flower or anything, then, you know, that will help, even though we still can't get ice. But if we can set up the recycler, then we can get ice, and then we can do it that way, because we have to have ice for the vegetubes. And that's going to be one of the biggest issues is, you know, getting that kind of stuff done. So let me look around out here, and we'll see if there's anything that we can do. I did find a debris wreckage. Luckily, I don't know what's going to be inside of it, but there is chest-like thing here. Let's go see. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. This is everything that we need. What? That's crazy. Okay. Well, I mean, I am not going to say no. That's for sure. If we can build that rocket, we can get back home to be able to get ice and stuff. There's algae and stuff. What are the chances of that actually being there? That is insane. I am not going to complain. I am very, 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 very fortunate and very happy. So, now, what I need to do is get back. I don't want to look at all these clams right now. I've looked in a lot of them. I haven't taken a lot of stuff out because, you know, there's no need to. But those energy multiplier fuses, that's amazing. That is amazing. That is amazing. That is amazing. Okay, that is crazy. That is total insanity. I am a-okay with that, though. I don't mind a little bit of insanity every now and then. Let's go get our oxygen filled up, and then we'll see about rebuilding the rocket. And hopefully we can, and then we'll be a-okay. I got my oxygen up and everything. Let's go over to the rocket, and let's go see what we can do. I'm hoping that we'll have everything, and that should be good, but we'll find out here in a quick minute. Oh, boy. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. We have everything that we need for the interplanetary travel rocket. Okay, I don't think it's going to take any extra energy or anything, but let's go ahead and build it. All right. We did it. Now, I do have to be a little more careful about what I do. Luckily, there were some more energy multiplier fuses in that debris, which was totally amazing that it was even there. I cannot believe that was there. That was pretty doggone awesome, I do gotta say. So, maybe we can go back to Prime and get some ice. And if we do that, then we can maybe get a flower or a few flowers. Let's go see if we can do a vegetube like tier 3 or something. That should be good. We have most of the stuff that we need here. We just don't have any flowers. And we can set this one outside, and that's going to help. That's going to do the most. So, let's go back, if we can. Make sure we, you know, plenty of water and everything. Okay, we do have some beans growing in here, and that's good. So we do have enough food. And our food's doing pretty good. Let's go back and let's go see if we can. We'll get some ice and we'll get some flowers and we'll start getting that going, and that should help out. Okay. Alright, you land on a barren planet. Let's go back to Planet Prime and let's go see. Alright, so we're back on our home planet of Prime, which is good. And it looks like we are going to have to build another rocket, but that's the way that this goes. That is going to not exactly be the best. Okay. Maybe what I can do is tear this guy apart. Okay, let's go see. We got some stuff back. I don't know if we can actually build a rocket with this stuff or not. We are just going to have to go see. Okay, we only have a little bit of stuff, so we're definitely going to have to make sure that we keep enough rocket stuff with us to be able to do that. And I especially want to go see if we can, you know, get that stuff done, because if we can, that would be awesome. We do have a bit of room. And I gotta go find the ice, which right now I am not too sure where the ice is. I do know we have some. I just don't remember where it is. Let's go take a quick look. Let's go see. We actually don't need any for that one. We do need seeds, but for these ones we do need ice, and I did not realize that till right now. But there's something else that we can do, and I think it would be better. So if we actually take 1, 2, 3, 4 like those of the waters, that would be good. We can get some ice from that, and then we can go and see about taking some really good seeds. The better the seeds, the better off we're gonna be. Something like, you know, Volnus, Orema. And if we can build a few of those, that might actually help, and then we will get back over there. I don't believe we have any more goldens. We might, but I don't know where they are. Let me go look around, see if I can find some. Tuskas are really good. If we can take 3, we can actually get our oxygen up really good, and I think that would help. So let me go take a look around, go see what I can find, and hopefully we'll be able to find some good things, and then we'll have to build another rocket. I did build another rocket. We're getting low on supplies, but we should be okay. And since they always land down there, we can at least take them apart for some stuff. And we can, you know, work on getting another one. But we will have to make sure we don't come back too many times unless we can build something else. And I have things that I need to be able to make another one of these, the Tier 1 nuclear reactor. I have stuff to be able to make at least one of these, so that way we don't have to have the stuff there right away. I also have stuff in here to build another rocket, all of that stuff there. And this time I brought an energy multiplier fuse. We need one for sure. And so we have that. And then I also have some extra super alloy in case we need it. And I'm also going to build this heater here, so that way we have this. This tier 3 heater is going to help out a lot, and then that way we can get more heat going. And I also have some extra plants in here, so we're going to get several of those planted as soon as we can. We should be doing pretty good. I think I have enough stuff. What I might do is, let's see, what do I not need? Probably don't need all that oxygen, but I will need it there. So that is one thing that I do need. I was going to go see about grabbing some other things, but I think we will actually be okay as far as all that stuff goes. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and head back, because I think we're going to be doing a-okay. All this other stuff we cannot build right now because we just are not high enough tier, so we're just gonna have to wait for like a lot of this stuff down here until we can get that far. But maybe in the meantime we can figure out a way to, you know, do it and stuff, and it's gonna be pretty costly, but I think we should be okay. Let's go ahead and get back there and we'll see what we can do. All right, we're back on Aqualis now. Let's go ahead and see. We're not going to build one of these ones. We're going to have to build a lower tier one because we just don't have enough stuff for that, enough room. So let me just go ahead and get this guy in. That's going to give us a lot more energy for one thing. That's going to help out a lot. And then we are going to go ahead and we're going to get in one of these, and we'll get the flowers out in a minute. Let's just go and put that guy maybe over here by these rocks. Okay, I'm gonna go grab those flowers. We'll at least have them, and then we should be good to go. Shoot, there was extra stuff in here. How do you like that? I have no idea what happened there. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab these flowers. Probably put in like the fullness because it does the most. That will give us oxygen going right away. And then we should be doing pretty good. We're already at 13 KTI, which is not bad. And let's just go ahead and do that. Excuse me. Look at that KTI shoot up, man. That is crazy. It is just skyrocketing right now, which is good, which is good, which is good. I don't mind that part a lot. All right, the oxygen is like screaming, which is good. I don't mind that part at all. And then I'm gonna have to go back. We'll build the bigger heater. We can always move this stuff as we need to once we get that far. So let's go grab what we need to out of here. We're gonna grab that. Cube, the big heater, not, yes, it is this one. Okay. Silicon, titanium, and we already have the aluminum. So we should be able to find that stuff pretty good. There's silicon and titanium. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to go drop a flower. What do we need for another one of those? We need more silicon, but that's okay. We can grab one. So let me see how much room I actually do have in here, if anything. Okay. Let me... Probably gonna have to build another chest for sure, because we just don't have enough room again, of course. But that's okay. At least we do have, I think, enough room now. And that should help. Okay. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and drop a few flowers in there. Probably just put in an orama this time, and then we'll do that. We get this guy here going as quickly as we can. He may go outside, I don't remember. Titanium. Okay. And then we can get this guy happening. Pretty sure he is going to go outside, but nope, he is not. Okay. Let's go and put him over here. Just to get stuff really going, you know, because that's going to help out the most. The heat is, like, doing really good. The pressure isn't bad, but it can be better. But now our terraformation is going to be going up really, really good. We do have enough energy now, and that's awesome. And let's go see about putting in another one of these. 2 silicon. We do have aluminum. That much I do know, because I did gather some of that. And then we'll grab that. Q. And we need... Okay, we have everything that we need there. I am going to be getting low on water bottles, so we do got to watch that. And I'm going to just go ahead and put in this other tier 3 vegetube, and then we're going to stick in an orama. Okay. That is definitely going to help us get to the next level. Now that that is going up stupid fast, like crazy, that is ridiculous. That is amazing. And our heat is going up really good. Our pressure can go up good. We'll worry about that more a little bit later. But right now, what we're going to do is just go ahead and call it good there. We messed up. I did not bring in energy multiplier. But I do know that we have 1 or 2 more here. And there's one on the ship. So we can build another ship if we need to. And we have stuff in here that we need. So we can also build the deconstructor, which we will need. That much is for sure. And let's just go ahead and make sure that we have everything ready. We're not going to be able to do this back and forth stuff too terribly long before we just run out of resources. And that's something we do have to watch out for. So everything should be ready to go now. We are getting a lot closer than we were, and going back and getting the plants helps. I didn't realize that, so all we need to do is grab the plants and then we could do that. I just wasn't thinking about that because I didn't plan very well. And that's something that now is to bring flowers, since you'll find a lot of other stuff here. Enough stuff for energy if you wanted to, of course, and enough stuff to make another ship so you can go back and forth at least a couple of times, because you may need stuff. You probably don't need ice or anything, but you can always make these littler heaters, and then the bigger heaters, of course, you don't have to worry about as much. So we're doing pretty good, and we are on Aqualis now, and we are going to continue exploring this as we can, and hopefully there will be more stuff for us to check out as we go. So in the meantime, if you enjoyed this episode and the problems that we had, which was hard but still fun, then drop a like on the video, and if you're new here, you like what you see, consider subscribing, and I will talk to you next time. You have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.